ridiculous wipe. The shipping crisis is, they haven't got their other colored jerseys, so they asked us, they were hoping before they left that they were going to get them. Obviously, they're a LeBron James school now, I think one of the first ones, and everything's behind in the shipping, so that's why we wore the lavender. I didn't know if somebody would ask that. So it was a tough, hard-fought game, and as coaches, we expected it. I'm not sure the guys did. This same group, most of them played against us 3 years ago. They've been through the wars. They got a 6th-year guy. They got 2 5th-year guys. They got a 4-year guy. They're older, and they got a good coach that's been under some really good people, Lon Kruger, Dana Altman, and he makes them execute, and those guys execute. And obviously, they got a really good player in MJ Randolph, 27 points, 6 assists, 7 rebounds, pretty good line, and we made some mistakes on the defensive end, allowed him to get a few of those, but he earned a bunch of them, and they fought us. And to our guys' credit, I thought we stepped up second half. Obviously, Selton, not a great first half, really played, gave us a nice lift in the second half. And we told our guys every game's different. Our versatility, our bench has got to be a strength. Play well, you'll stay in the game. If somebody else plays well, they stay in the game. And if you look at bench points, 22-7, that's probably, if you really consider it, that's the difference in the game. Even though they, I just credited Randolph for being pretty good, we still hold them to 57. We hold them to 41%. What is it from 3 overall? Just 20%. So, and turned them over 18 times. So we did some good things defensively. Obviously, we got to get a little better offensively. First half, I thought, Mike's got a layup, and he, kind of loses his step. Comes down, he gets a rebound, ball gets knocked off his foot. Just some little plays, some easy ones, some free throws. Selton has a little one off the glass, make that. Then you make a couple of those plays, now you get it to 8 or 10 in the first half. Now you're able to push it, what we did in the second half. And, even at the end, we had a couple careless turnovers. Selton has a really good second half, but then 2 turnovers at the end that just careless. Let the game come. Finish the game. Focus on your mission. Obviously, Nigel was, gave us a good boost in the first half, shooting the basketball. Mark Smith, again, versatile, 12 points, 6 rebounds, one of the leaders on the play hard chart again. And then, Casey, Davion kind of rotating. I thought it was a little fast for Logan. They got older guys. He struggled defensively right away when he got in, and that's why we, Davion, only a few days of practice, we gave him the nod over Logan in that, as far as that goes. So I thought Luke was solid. Mike struggled a little bit. Obviously, his line shows that, but we know he's going to be a good player. And, we get everyone clicking and playing well at the same time. Thought first half, and even in the second half a couple times, they make the right pass. Somebody's open. You might have a good shot, but that guy's got a better shot. And that's why I think we got to take a step forward if we're going to really make some progress.
Given that Nigel has been dealing with some injuries, is that the first time you've seen him look kind of like his old self?
Yeah, and we probably pushed his minutes a little far. He's tired in there right now, and he has when you don't practice 5-6 weeks, and then you work your way up over this 2 weeks. But he started making shots this week in practice, and you felt good about him. And again they were smart. We got him on a couple first half right away, some little plays, some little sets for Nigel, and then they switched out. They didn't give him easy looks, so we have to, he's going to have to learn to adjust, and you'll hope other guys can make plays. And then, he's still 3-1 assist turnover. I thought Marquise gave us a nice boost also, 6 assists. And that's pretty good. 1 turnover, 1 at the end. He falls down on the rebound. But made some progress. And that's the whole key. We got to figure it out offensively, continue to guard like that, continue to play hard, continue to rebound. And, I think we still have a chance to be a factor.
Would you say you're more encouraged or discouraged by what you saw?
I encouraged. We had to deal with adversity. They pushed us, and we stepped up. And I wish we could have got it to, maybe 14, 16, but, they, again, a couple careless turnovers, a couple breakdowns, a little bit on defense, but, and missing some free throws. Finished 16 for 25. So far in practice, we've been a good shooting team, especially from the free throw line, but, Casey goes 1 for 4 in the first half. Mike missed a layup. We have the ball go out of bounds. A couple other little plays. Now, again, it could be a little bit different if you make those plays.
I think only 4 points in the paint in the first half. What was that a point of emphasis at halftime?
Yeah, I thought first half we didn't keep the ball moving, and once our set or the first action broke down, again they're older, they're tough. I said before they were much better defensively than I ever thought they would be, and they were motivated. They played hard. Once that first action finished, now we had sticky fingers, and we just dribbled. And now when we finally broke them down and got it into the paint, got some post touches, hopefully we wore them down. I hope that's part of our depth. And then they start, they make some mistakes defensively that they weren't in the first half. But, they still it's 22-20 points in the paint, and that probably shouldn't happen with our guys, but we got to finish those plays in the paint and protect the paint.
Coach, I know you mentioned Davion, but just how far do you think he is from being back to full bill?
He had pneumonia and strep throat, and he was out for 8-10 days. I mean, he wasn't even in the building, and finally got cleared Monday. We let him shoot a little bit Tuesday. Practiced a little bit and stuck him in there. So he did fine for that. He gets 3 rebounds, a couple offensive. He knows what's going on, and I hope we get to the point where him and Casey are both 18, 20-minute guys, and we got two pretty good post guys in there. They got to finish. That's their big next step.
Did you find it difficult to get your offense initiated early and then you moved Mark Smith to the 1 for a couple possessions?
Well, we had some plays where we had running Nigel off some screens, some different actions. Again, you got Nigel, Marquise, Mike, Selton, and Mark Smith that all can handle and make passes and make decisions. And, so that helps. It makes it tough on opponents. And we got to, we're learning too. They're learning each other, and we're learning too what we're going to be good at. And it's going to take a while. Are you going to be good at your motion, moving? That's where Nigel obviously is really good. I think Mike's pretty good at that, moving, coming off screens, making plays. Or is it going to be some ball screens, or is it going to be some dribble action? Where you're getting in the paint, penetrate, kicking. And we hope we can be good at all of them, so when teams are good at one thing, defending, that we still have other options to score. And we are. I think we're a good shooting team. 9 for 22, it's pretty good. And we even forced, I thought, 2 or 3 of those. You cut those off, and now you're 9 for 18. And that's those little plays. I think hopefully we'll learn as we grow as a team.
Bruce, how encouraging was it to see how Selton played in the second half, especially that one?
Yeah, he first half, lost the ball, missed a little short jumper off the glass. He just, had a couple or a foul or something that he shouldn't have. And, for him to step up and come in and change the game, it's funny that, it didn't happen exactly, but guys off the bench have made a big difference for us in our scrimmage and these 2 games. So I hope they build confidence in us, and have good balanced minutes. Probably Mark played a few too many, probably, and that's because Ish had some foul trouble, and you're not sure where Davion is yet. with that. But, I hope we can have great balanced minutes where no one plays over 28, and we have good energy as games, progress, and it's the, that gut check time at the 30-minute mark where you can take over the game because you've still got some freshness.
And then Bruce, I wanted to ask from looking at the shooting stats, made sure that you got this 8 layups, losing there in the first half of 5 runs. How infuriating is that, especially because it would have made the game maybe a little less stressful?
Yeah, we got to, the coaches always say finish your lunch, finish the easy ones, you got to make those easy plays. And, credit to them, they really packed it in. They kind of almost dared us to make the next pass. And, so we got to read it. And again, every team is different. Defenses are different. Games are different. You got to let it come.
What does it say about your team that your leader, Mike McGurl, kind of had an off night and you still win by double digits?
It's again, our versatility, our depth. I think it's important that for us moving forward. And, Mike's going to, he had a tough day, take a deep breath, come ready to play tomorrow, and he'll be fine. He's a good player. I would anticipate next game that he has a special game for us.
I wanted to ask about Taj Manning, a little bit more about him. His size, did he grow a little bit in the last year?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Even from his visit in August to his visit later on, it seems like, and then I went to see him several times in September into October, and I keep asking, did you grow again? And he has grown. There's no doubt about it. He's got those big shoulders. He's got that, athletic body. He was pretty much a runner, jumper, rebounder, physical guy. I got to a point this summer where they gave him the ball a lot at the high post, and he penetrated, made plays. He got to the hoop. And now a little bit of that, a little bit of three, running, so that really gives you a versatile guy that can make a lot of plays. I think he's got great upside. I'm not sure, you talk about like guys that he's maybe like a little bit like Nino, but now he's bigger. He's already bigger than Nino was, and Nino got a lot out of we had a great two-headed monster with Shane and Nino, and some versatility there. So we're hoping you got Ish and him for a couple of years to come, and it gives you some versatility at that forward.
Thanks, Coach.
I have a couple of questions from Sim. This is from Marlia in WIW. Selden's performance, all 10 of his points came in that 3.5-minute span. How big of a lift was that momentum-wise?
There's no doubt. He gave us a great boost. We're struggling. He steps up, makes some big plays. The other thing he's really doing is rebounding. For him to get 7 rebounds is really, really impressive. 10 and 7. Again, just to finish the game. The careless little turnovers at the end. That now you have a great line. And again, credit to him because the first half I would say he struggled. And the comeback shows a lot about him and his character and his development as a player.
Next one is about MJ Randolph. And talk about, did you do anything different in the second half against him?
Well, I hope we wore him down. And one of the things we did was put Selton on him. Selton's a pretty good defender. And Selton's got that big body. He's kind of an old school guy. If you really study his stats, he doesn't shoot a lot of threes. He actually shot a few more threes today than normal. But he's a mid-range, assassin, and he was good. But I thought, just from Mark to Selton to Mike, you got a lot of bodies that can keep coming at him, and you hope you wore him down as the game moved on.
And just a slight follow-up. Is there anything that you can do when you have one player taking over like that defensively? Is it just
to guard him, don't let him get the ball in his comfort zone and do a better job on switches. A couple times we didn't switch when we needed to. And our coaches do a great job preparing. Some of that, the new guys, now you do it in practice, but now in a live situation, you had a couple of mistakes by some of the new guys, and so I think that's when you do those things, and you can't just give that guy some easy baskets. You got to make him earn everything. The other thing is, just stay down on him. Don't put him to the free throw line. First half, we jumped on a couple of them, and that was number one thing on the scouting report with him. Stay down on his shot thing.
Anything else? Thank you, Coach.
Thanks,
Thank
Coach.
you.
Thank you.